Guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make the bass line from Dave Spoon's track at night. The bass line sounds something like this. So, the original track was made entirely in Reason. So, as I don't have Reason, I'm going to show you guys how to make the bass line in Sylenth. I've seen the patch that Dave Spoon used in a video and got a close-up of it. So, the patch that I've created is probably about 90% the same. Give or take a few differences, so I'll show you how to make that quick. So we'll want to create a new software instrument. And open up Sylenth. Initialize the preset quickly. Right, before we do this, I'll show you the MIDI pattern so you guys can copy it down. So this is the MIDI pattern. I'll just if you want, you can just pause it here and copy it down if you want to. But yeah, that's that. So to do the to create the patch, let's see. First, we'll create the bass part. So we want the polyphony on 1, as it's only going to be one light at a time. It's going to be created using square waves. So push up to square wave and push this up to 2 and turn the retrigger off. Push your decay up to full, your sustain down to about 6, and your release up to 1. You can copy this part and paste it into B. Next, for your second oscillator, you can bump the octave up to 2, push the note up to 7, and on the fine tuning, take this down by 6 cents. Now push the wave up to a square, 2 voices, and turn the retrigger off. Also, we want to add a noise wave, so push this all the way up to noise, push the voices to 1, and turn the volume down to 1. So now we should have something that sounds like this. So first we want to quickly mix these, so take this down to about 2.5. And on both parts, put it on a low pass filter. Next we want to do the mod envelope, so put the decay and sustain at about halfway. And push the release up to about 3.5. We want to select cutoff and whack it all the way up. Now if we push the cutoff all the way up, you can sort of automate the cutoff as you go along, so if it's all the way off, you should have something that sounds like this. And if I slowly move all the way around, One of the things that he does in the original track is he automates his release. I'll show you the automation for that in a sec. But one of the other things he does is at the end of a certain passage, he automates a pitch riser, which is done using an LFO. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So we want to choose pitch AB. We want to move this down to about 0.29. We want the rate to be 1/16th note. And as it's going along, we're going to automate the gain, but we want the wave to be a saw wave. So the automation should look something like, first you want to automate your amp envelope for your part A on the release. So the automation should look like this. You want to do the same automation for part B. And you also want to, as I said earlier, automate LFO1's gain to bring in the pitch riser. I've just done this at the end of the 16 bars. So to save me having to draw all it out again, I'm just going to copy all that automation down. Also, one thing you want to do is to whack the standard compressor compression setting on. Go into EQ, turn the treble gain all the way down, and we want to boost about 61 Hertz, as that's the fundamental of B1, and we want to boost it by about 2.5. So that should be us done for creating the patch. So if we now play it, we should have something that sounds like this. Another thing that Dave Spoon does in his track is he has a reverse reverb on his synth. As I don't have the reverb that he used, I created one myself in Space Designer. The reverb that he uses is synced to a 16th note. I worked out roughly how long this would be in milliseconds, and it's just a small amount shorter than this. But if you want to, you can copy these settings. Make sure you click reverse. As it's ascend, push your reverb amount up to max. Push the crossover right up. And I think that's about everything for this. I found that linear worked quite well for the volume envelope. So if we push some of this in, we should get this. So that's how to create the bass line from Dave Spoon's at Night. If you have any questions, post a comment in the comment section or send an inbox to my YouTube inbox. Thanks guys, and see you in the next video.